material that I was, because I've been writing, but I was like, I don't want to try a brand new thing right here. I did one new thing, but I was like, oh, wow, I felt like that little mental experiment helped me. Like I was so excited to be on stage again. I've found like reconnected. And something that you do that I noticed last night, and I was like, you know, how much, there's really nothing more you can do in comedy, right? I mean, you've done everything. The biggest you can get is you've achieved, which is beautiful. But I still saw you yesterday obsessing over your hour and thinking about like, how do I make that joke better? Which is why you've gotten here. And I've had that question in my head yesterday. When I got back to the hotel, I was like, do I have that? Is it okay that I don't have it like Joe? Does that mean I'm going to not be successful? Does that mean kind of, are we all just different? Because I love comedy, but I was like, I don't know. Like I just shot a special and was like, you know what? I need some time off, where I don't know that you've ever done that, right? I mean, you've never taken a big break from stand-up.
Well, I took a big break during COVID.
Right. But other than that, you've always been like, you have a love and a passion you're not worried about, you're just free in the moment, flowing with passion, which is very admirable. And I look at that sometimes and I question myself, where I'm like, do I have that? I know I've been relatively successful in this and I do love it, but I'm like, do I have that?
I wonder if therapy is not a good thing for a person like you.
Okay, why do you think?
Because
I've never heard that.
I wonder if like obsessing about your problems makes your problems bigger, and that maybe you just need another thing to focus on that maybe alleviates anxiety, like some kind of a hardcore workout thing.
Okay.
Do you work out?
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, yesterday I did hot yoga.
That's great.
Yeah, just because I was on the plane, wanted to do the hot yoga, dripping sweat.
That's
was
great
crazy.
thing to do.
And then today I did. I ran 2 miles, and then I did with 30-pound dumbbells. I did one burpee, one press 10 times, ramped that up to 5. So went all the way up to 1, 2, 3. So it was a lot of burpees with that. Then I did farmers carries, ball slams. Thing I was dripping in sweat. I was trying to do that.
Does that help you?
It does. I always feel after a workout great, because I was an athlete. I played basketball my entire life, to the point where my friends from home are like, you never mentioned basketball, and that's the thing you were known as in the neighborhood. Everybody knew you as basketball. They used to call me Gums, because I have big gums. So they would call me Gums, but they would call me Dirk, Little Dirk. Like basketball was my whole life.
You have big gums?
See how they're kind of big?
No, you're doing that. I could do that too.
No, I know, but when I smile, like I have gingivitis.
Let me see you smile. No, they seem pretty fucking normal.
No,
I think you're thinking too much.
Well,
I really do.
Yeah. I mean, well, no, they used to call me Gums. I mean,
those people are rude.
I've had the same size head and teeth since I'm 7, so I've always looked kind of weird.
Your head grew into your teeth?
Yeah, I just was born with this big fat head and big teeth. But they so basketball was an obsession. Then physical therapy, getting my doctorate degree, was an obsession.
Right.
And then comedy became an obsession. And I think I have this thing in my head where I know I have to stay in the present, but sometimes I can't help it, where I'm like, well, is this your obsession ending now? And you're going to find another obsession?
Yeah, it's the thinking about the negative possibilities that are dangerous.
Right.
Like I think Elon posted this on Twitter, that having anxiety is literally like having a conspiracy theory against yourself. Got it.
That's pretty. Yeah, I can see that.
Because you're like thinking, oh my God, what if this all falls apart? And
right.
So you're dwelling on that.
But it's weird.
But it's not falling apart.
Right, that's the thing.
Which is what I don't understand.
Which is weird because I feel confident. I don't feel like help me. I feel like I can figure anything out.
Right.
I'm a biological male.
Do you think that maybe the worrying that it's going to fall apart is what keeps you on track? Because you're like, I can't let it fall apart. I have a family. I have a lot of responsibilities. Yeah. I have to keep killing. I have to keep doing great.
Right. Yeah. It feels specifically. Yeah. I feel like I do feel like it's all on me with my family. Nobody else in my family works, and I take care of multiple family members, which I'm proud to do. I don't feel like that's a burden. I feel like this is great. This makes me feel, at times when I feel emasculated, that's something that makes me feel masculine. When I'm like, I don't know how to build anything, and I got my girlfriend here putting up sheetrock, and I'm like, I can build fucking walls emotionally. I don't know how to do anything else other than that. I was like, at least I feel like, you know what? I can take care of this family. Like, you rely on me for that. And I guess there is something in comedy, I guess because it's not like a day job, a daily paycheck coming in every 2 weeks, maybe that seeps in. But it's weird because I am very confident. I've always been confident in anything I do. I've always felt like my father would tell me from when I was a little kid, you control your part. You control the output, not the outcome. He said that to me a million times. You control your output, not your outcome. Just control your output. And the outcome is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. I don't care about that. How are you playing? And so I feel like I control my output as best I can, but yet then I sit with these thoughts kind of, they eat at me sometimes, But, and then maybe it comes out in weird ways where I'm like, well, I'll just sell my house, or I have a great family thing right now, but maybe I'll fall in love with the actress from Baby Reindeer. I don't know.
Did you ever talk to anybody before you sold your house? Like talk to one of your friends?
I was able to convince all of them that it was the right move.
And you couldn't have convinced me. I wish I got on the phone
I know.
with you.
I wish you, and I got rid of a great mortgage rate. I really fucked up. So, I had three.
Silly.
I had like free money from the bank. I really fucked up, but I'm aware of that, and I'm kind of saying along these lines, I really fucked up. I do believe I've learned a lesson. I do believe that I would never do that again, and I do believe it wasn't fatal for us. But I was like, I've never been that guy. I would manufacture problems in my brain. I would say, this is an issue, but it's minor. It's not. It's self-obsessed, narcissistic, like disgusting, like Chris, get over yourself. Self-obsessed bullshit. Get over yourself. I would do that and then kind of tell myself, like, you're being gross. Stop, Chris. Like, your family, you have a pain in your big toe. It's not brain cancer. Shut up. And, your family needs you. And then, so I would do that, but then I actually did give myself a big problem. I had two major problems. I had this house sale, and then I had a family member who really was acting crazy, like crazy, where I was like, this is now a nightmare. This has become an issue. So I'm like, now for the first time in the past 9 months, I'm like, you one self-induced, one not, and you've created, now how do you deal with this?
How do you think you created the problem with your family member acting crazy?
Because I enabled them. I feel
specifically. How'd you do that?
I felt, well, because I was giving them, money. I was not aware that an issue was going on. I was kind of giving them
a drug issue.
Yes, and I was allowing them, like to do things and say things, and I was just like, this is fun. It's chaos, baby, and then not realizing, like, hey, man, you're affecting way more. You're going to be the head of this family than be the head of this family. They're going to follow your lead, and your lead right now, no matter how much you tell yourself, I don't do drugs, I don't do drink, I don't drink too much, I'm stable. You're not, buddy.
Hey, woman, since your man ain't got no heart, what you going to our apartment tonight? I'll show you a real man.
There you go.
What? Fuck you. Hey, woman, since your man ain't got no heart, what you going to our apartment tonight? I'll show you a real man.
There you go.
What? Fuck you.